What up guys, Andres here with Steps for Improvement, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my 5 best tips to overcome laziness and to create that wave of positive momentum that keeps you going throughout your day. Let's not waste no time here. Tip number 1 is to embrace a passion, and having a passion is really fucking important because that at the end of the day is going to be what fuels you. Your goals are going to be set around that passion and you're going to be working towards that passion. Just make sure that it's something that you truly care about and something that you want to maybe make a positive impact on. Like for me, that is YouTube and the whole self-improvement, steps for improvement idea. You know, I want to create a community of positive knowledge and where, you know, people can go for knowledge, motivation, advice. You know, I want to normalize self-improvement. It is often looked down upon and seen as some kind of guru bullshit, but in reality, self-improvement is so fucking important. You know, that's my passion. I want people to embrace who they are and to grow at the same time. Make a positive influence on people. That might not be your passion. Your passion could be something else. Your passion could be personal training. It could be being a teacher or being the next Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, creating the next piece of technology that we're going to be using. You ultimately have to decide what your passion is, and if you currently don't have a passion, then a good way to find it is to embrace and find positive hobbies that you enjoy. If you're looking for 5 positive hobbies that anyone can do, I recommend that you watch my video I made about 2 months ago on 5 positive hobbies that anyone can do and start. I'll link it in the top right corner of this video. Now I have 4 tips coming along your way on how to destroy laziness, but I've got to go pick up a hoodie that I've ordered. And speaking about passions, making cool montages and video editing is a part-time passion of mine. So I'm gonna make a cool little montage of me on my way to the city, and I'll give you the 4 tips once I get there. Alright, so bam, I've arrived in the city, and I'm gonna give you tip number 2 before I get my hoodie, and that is small step, next step. And what I mean by this is that you have to think of your next most actionable step that you can take, and preferably the smallest actionable step that you can take right now. Now typically when we set our goals around our passions, we get caught up in the grand scheme of attaining that goal, and we forget about the small steps that we can take. This can apply to pretty much any single goal that you set. I mean, if you really want to start going to the gym and you want to get bigger, you want to get stronger, but you're too afraid to go to the gym first, you can always look up the gyms that are close to you. You know, that could be a really small step. Or let's say that you lack the confidence to approach a girl, tell her that she's cute and ask her out on a date or ask for her number. You can take baby steps, you know, take the smallest step, like downloading Tinder for example, and putting yourself out there in the dating game. You know, it's very easy to get caught up in the grand scheme of things of wanting to attain that goal, whatever goal you have, but remember to try to think of the smallest actionable step that you can take and you'll find success. Alright, so I just picked up the hoodie. I gotta give it to you. Zara, they got some pretty fucking nice hoodies. They're pretty comfortable. I like the oversized ones because they're kind of nice. But anyways, tip number 3 is to remind yourself. And more specifically, remind yourself why you got started with your goal or your passion. Just like thinking about your smallest actionable step, we tend to get caught up in the grand scheme of things of the whole passion and our goals. And we forget the whole reason why we started this goal or this passion in the first place. I'm literally about to get run over by these cars, but I'm gonna keep filming this video. I'm all about that grind, all about that passion. Anyways, maybe you fall into a rut after some traumatic experience. Let me give you an experience that happened recently to me where I completely lost motivation of all my goals and all my passions, but how I quickly rebounded after the rut. So about a month ago, things ended with my long-term girlfriend. I was in a committed relationship and it ended. And obviously, you know, it was really painful because it's a breakup and breakups suck. 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, I was completely down. I didn't have any motivation to do anything, but since I already had a passion, which is Steps for Improvement, the YouTube channel, I reminded myself of why I got started doing this, you know. I went back to square one of why I started filming these YouTube videos, and what this passion means to me. And obviously it means a lot, you know. This is something that I truly enjoy doing, and it gives me a sense of purpose in life. Alright, so I found a nice spot to sit down and talk about point number 3 of reminding yourself of why you got started. And I got this beautiful cathedral in the background. It's the Uppsala Cathedral. It's a very ancient and medieval cathedral that has a lot of history behind it. But anyways, let's get back to the story. By embracing my passion and reminding myself of why I got started with making these YouTube videos every single week, it really helped me regain the motivation that I needed to put more effort into my videos and to ultimately feel a lot better during the days. And the painful effects of the breakup have been milder and milder and milder. Even if you're not going through a breakup or a traumatic experience or a painful experience, you can still apply this tip and gain a lot of motivation to get back into your passion again. Maybe you're just lazy, because you know, it's okay to be lazy. Sometimes we're all lazy, but when it gets to a point where you're not looking forward to anything throughout your whole day, then it's time to implement these tips and to truly embrace them. So remind yourself why you got started with your passion or your goal, and you'll be back in no time. Alright, so I'm gonna head back home and I'm gonna model that hoodie that I just bought. I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm gonna give you the 2 tips once I get back home. Back at the crib now. This is the hoodie that I was talking about that I bought. Let me just put the camera down. Get this chair out of the way. I can definitely recommend Zara's hoodies. They're comfortable as fuck. Anyways, let's get back to the point. Tip number 4 is the 2-minute rule. And this rule originally comes from the book Getting Things Done by David Allen. Really fucking good book. I cannot recommend it enough. But anyways, the 2-minute rule is really good because it can easily get you motivated into doing a project or whatever it is that you need motivation doing. All you simply have to do is ask yourself, will this take less than 2 minutes to complete? If it does take less than 2 minutes, you gotta do it right now. So some great examples where you can apply the 2-minute rule is simple tasks where you need help deciding things. Maybe you're out in the city and you see a cute girl and you want to approach her. You ask yourself, will this take less than 2 minutes? It most definitely will, in most cases, and you gotta drop everything and do it. You can obviously extend 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 30 minutes. It's a really good way to get into a rhythm of doing things. So let's say that you need to write an article for a blog. You ask yourself, will this take more than 1 hour of my time? 1 hour of my free time? At least to get started. If yes, you gotta do it. So use that 2-minute rule or 5-minute rule, whatever minutes it is, use it. Alright, so tip number 5, the last tip, is to switch up your environment. Environment is key for work success in general. You know, if you surround yourself in a bad environment, you're not gonna get shit done. You're simply gonna be influenced by the environment that's around you, and that's gonna ultimately affect you in a negative way. And I'm sitting here on my balcony. I actually threw on the new hoodie. It's comfortable AF. Changing up your environment can be healthy for you, not just in a work sense, you know, getting work done. It can also be very healthy for you in a social way. And even in small aspects, you don't have to move to a different fucking country. If you're used to, let's say, doing all your work at home because of COVID, you know, you can't really go to work right now. So a lot of people are stuck at home doing a lot of the work. Well, if you instead switch up the environment and do some work like outside, maybe at a cafe, maybe at the public library if that's open. If you're bored to death at home, you know, get the fuck outside, enjoy the beautiful summer weather that we're gonna have. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those were 5 tips to cure your laziness and to regain some motivation in your life. I know we all need this sometimes. And remember that while these tips are useful, it is okay to fall into ruts and to not have motivation. But you should at the same time be striving to improve yourself, and to, if that loss of motivation takes over you, you gotta find ways to regain your motivation, like using the 5 steps that I just talked about in this video. But anyways, that was all for today's video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe because I upload new videos every single Friday. And make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm dropping new content there every single week. And with that all out of the way, I'ma see you guys in the next video.